Good morning. This is Margaret Fetty at the University of Sewing, and we're here at Facebook Live, and it is Saturday. Now, if you're in Indiana, it's probably gloomy and rainy, and I'm sorry about that, but it's just the way it goes. But we wanted to do something springy and happy for you. We are getting into spring, and look at the, well, almost. So somehow we ended up with an advertisement, but we had pretty things up there until just a minute ago. And we wanted you to know that
Let's take the time and skip the ad. Grab that back there and hit that button,
I don't
Margaret.
even know where it's at.
There you go. So you got to get the flowers back up.
Okay. There's always something, isn't there? There we go. Isn't that beautiful? Are those cherry blossoms? They look like they might be cherry blossoms. They're really pretty. They're very tiny little pink flowers. They're very beautiful. So today, if you share our video, probably wait until now to share it. So we have this wonderful panel from Northcott that's all kinds of labels to put on your quilts, and a whole little group of very pretty spring-like fabrics for you. So we would love to give this to the person who shares. What we do each week is we go ahead and we gather all your names. You do need to hit the share button on Facebook and go ahead and do that. And then in the comments, put your name and say that you shared, and we put your name in a hat, and we pick out, it's not really a hat usually, but you get the idea. You put it in a little box or a hat or a basket or whatever, pick out a name, and that person wins that week.
And Kathy has shared for you already.
Oh, thank you, Kathy. I really appreciate it. So we've got this wonderful little group of fabrics for you, and you'll have fun with those labels. They've got really cute little sayings like, keep calm, so, things like that. So it's, goodness knows we need some of that right now. So we have this for you, and we would love to give it to you. So please remember to share with your friends. We know that there's a lot of you who have a lot of sewing friends, and your friends are all over the country. And we have been, with your help, we've been able to connect with people now from Hawaii to Maine, from Oregon down to Florida. So we're so grateful for that, and we want you to know how much fun we have when we get orders from all over the country. We're just like, are we still looking for Montana? Is that the one we're still missing? Wyoming. We're missing an order from Wyoming. One of you has to know somebody. There's not that many people in Wyoming is the problem. So maybe you don't know anybody in Wyoming. I used to know somebody in Wyoming, but she's moved back here to Indiana. So all I can tell you is that's the only state we haven't delivered something to. And we would love to have an order from Wyoming. So if you would share, maybe we will get that other customer.
So we've had Joyce, Brenda, and I've missed somebody else here. It's already shared too.
Oh,
so they're
you guys
they're
are fun. You guys are fun. I love it. It is always such a joy.
And Julie.
You guys are fabulous. Thank you so much. So the other thing I want to make sure that I don't forget to tell you is that we have 2 events coming up, and they are coming up fast. And if you have not signed up for one of these events, you're going to really miss out because they're going to be really enjoyable. So the first one is on I keep on wanting to go to May. No, it's March 31st. March 31st, we are having this wonderful event with Bernina educator, Vanita McCall. She has agreed to stay an extra day for us at the beginning of her trip to see us. And she, as many people note, is the queen of embroidery. So if you have an embroidery machine and maybe haven't done much with it yet, or maybe you've had it for a long time, and you are wanting to get some extra skills, some really useful know-how. So Vanita and Alice have kind of joined forces here from our team, and they are going to teach you about embroidery placement. They're going to teach you about reverse applique. They're going to do things, what's the other one? Oh, cut work. I mean, most of us, we see it, we think it's beautiful and we love it, but we just have never done anything with it because we're afraid we're going to ruin something. you need to come to this class. It's just going to be the one day. You'll get lunch. You're going to get a kit full of fabrics and stabilizers so that you can do, and you'll want to bring your machine. Now, for those of you who have a machine that is embroidery capable, say you have a 535 or a 570 or a 770, and you have not added embroidery to it yet, and you think you want to come and experience it for the day, that might be a really fun class for you to participate in. So that is a possibility for you. We can supply the embroidery machine.
Sign up with a friend.
There you go. Bring one of your friends and you guys can do it together. You can even use the same sewing machine so you have double the, let's say, brain power for working on that. So, you know, all of us have a friend who's our complement. So maybe that would be a really fun way to do that class. So the other class that we're doing, and this is one I've really kind of promoted to our 440 aficionados. If you're one of those people who has an older Bernina and you're like, well, but I don't know if I want to get one of these Berninas. They might be too hard to use. I don't know. Well, we've got a wonderful class. It's a 2-day event. You are going to have so much fun at this. It's going to be a real it's going to be educational, but it's also going to be really fun. And it is called the Mystery Make. Now, you do not have to have this machine. The whole idea is you don't own this machine, maybe, but I just want you to know, if you just recently bought one of these machines that I'm going to list, you want to come to this too. But if you are thinking about a 770 plus, or you're thinking about a 790 or an 880, we're going to supply the machines and you just get to come and have fun. We're going to show you how to do couching and pin tucking and decorative stitching, circle sewing, and you're going to get to play with a little bit of embroidery, doing some monogramming and some other things. Everybody is going to come into this class. Most of you are going to be either totally new to these machines, or maybe you have just recently bought one and you want to get better with it. That is going to be a wonderful event for you to attend. So you hear me talk about it, and obviously I can't go into a lot of depth on Facebook Live because we're only here for 30 minutes.
And we got fabric to see.
And we have fabric to see. So I want you to know that if you have any questions, don't hesitate. Please call us. We will go ahead and we're here today, of course, from 10 until 5, and that's Eastern Standard Time. So go ahead and call us if you're thinking you want to come to one of these events and you don't know what's right for you. And we will be happy to tell you about the event, which one we think is more appropriate for you, and you can come and spend the day. Door prizes, chocolate, Vanita. She's so fabulous. She's so funny. She's so sweet. You are going to just have an absolutely wonderful time. Did you see the fabrics? Have you looked at, did he show you the fabrics at all? I will tell you, they are pretty amazing. They are just really, really beautiful. Sally Kelly is a designer for Wyndham Fabrics. And we have some of her other fabrics, but this line is so doggone, I just love it. I think it's gorgeous. So we've got these beautiful hearts, and they don't like shout heart. What they do is they just read heart. They're so, so pretty. So we've got this wonderful mint green. Then we've got it again, but now it's on a beige background. Then we've got this lovely red, which how can you have hearts without having red? But then let's check out some of these. You know, I'd almost call this a stripe. It doesn't go in a regular horizontal or vertical orientation, but I'd call this a stripe. It is pretty fabulous. So you've got these wonderful coordinators in your reds and pink. Here's your teal and your mint. And then we can't not have some beautiful blues and purples for those of us who like our cool color palette. But check out the main print for this one. You guys, this is so doggone cute and so beautiful. I really, really love this fabric. We've got birds and we've got beautiful butterflies right here, all in this gorgeous flower print. I mean, there's little bugs, but they don't look like they're really mean bugs because they got little hearts. I love this fabric. I can't wait to do some things with it. Oh, look at this little tiny guy. He's so cute. They're beautiful. They aren't scary bugs. I don't like bugs. So this is good. I don't like bugs at all. You ask Dave sometime. I make him go and kill all the bugs. So we have this gorgeous fabric. Then we've got our blues to go with it. Some pretty, pretty pinks and yellows. And check out the little tiny butterflies that float in here. They're just in stars and hearts. How can you beat this? Now we've got another big print that she's put with it. And this is the one that has some fabulous birds on it. I love this one. These birds are so beautiful. We found the birds. Here's the birds. And then we've got the little, what are they, you think? Maybe a moth? Those are really cool. And then the gorgeous butterflies are on this again. That really pretty butterflies. So those are fabulous. And then we're going to just finish it up with a couple of florals that are a little bit more calm and a little less movement in them. This one in the gorgeous blues has this wonderful green that's running through it. It's like a chartreuse green, very pretty. This line is called Eden. And then a little bit of fun with kind of a sun coming up with a little bit of some stars and some moons. Boy, I'll tell you what, I love this line. If you have any little girls in your world or even some big girls, I have a feeling this might be a line of fabric that's going to make a gorgeous quilt for you. But you know what? It's so nice and soft and it feels so good that I am sure it would make a really cute dress or a top. Really pretty fabric. So maybe even, you could do a grandma and granddaughter apron set. Wouldn't that be fabulous? Okay, so last week we got off of Facebook Live, and there I'm already getting orders, and somebody was putting together their spring wardrobe just like I talked about. Well, isn't this the most wonderful spring happy group of fabrics? But we got in a couple more of the Japanese florals after we got done with our particular Facebook Live. The week before I had gotten in these 3 Japanese florals, and then we got in 2 more. So the 2 more, one of them is this off-white with these gorgeous flowers with the little black accents on them. And it is absolutely fabulous. I think this is so gorgeous. This is a really wonderful green in here. And then the little bit of black. Boy, this is just super beautiful. And these are so reasonable. They are cotton lawn. You will want a cool wash. Don't over dry these fabrics. They won't like that. Put them in the dryer in like air dry or on low and pull them out pretty quickly. And then I think you'll end up with not a whole ton of ironing with it. But these fabrics are a little bit on the sheer side. So if you're making it for a top, you may either want to wear a camisole under it. At least the light colored ones. I think that because, here, I'm going to open it up and, I mean, it's not super sheer. Well, maybe not as much as I thought. I thought this was going to be a lot more sheer. But I don't think so. I think we are not going to have to worry about that. Oh my goodness, guess who's making a top out of this? I love this. This fabric is gorgeous. And what I thought I would show you are 3 different fabrics that would go really wonderful with these. We also have this gorgeous blue, really pretty with the purple flowers and yellow flowers in it. really lovely. And I mean, if you ever want samples, somebody emailed me the other day and asked me if we would send samples. I'm happy to send samples. So if you want to make sure that those colors work for you, don't hesitate.
Margaret, the question is that for garments only?
No, you can use these. They're cotton lawns, just like the Liberty of London fabrics. So you could totally use these in a quilt. And now that I've established that they're not totally sheer, that's even no, I'm very convinced that these are good enough that you could do that. Don't forget to share our video. Everybody wants to see these fabulous things. I haven't told them that I'm speaking at BU yet, have I?
No, or at the Salem Guild, and that you're available to speak.
Okay, so I wanted to tell you guys, let's finish this up really quick. So I want to show you 3 fabrics that I put together here to go with these wonderful cotton lawns, because I think that these would be really awesome. So we've got this stretch denim. It's a really beautiful indigo dark blue. Then we have a wonderful, this has some spandex in it, so it's going to be comfortable. And then we have this white with the gray stripe in it. And these 2 fabrics are going to make, they're completely opaque. You're not going to need to line anything. They're going to be perfect for pants, capris, shorts, whichever one you want to do. And the gray right here, it is also got spandex in it. And any one of these are going to be perfect for your summer, spring wardrobe. And then you could make your top out of this or out of this one. And they just look fantastic together. I mean, wouldn't this just make the cutest outfit for the beach this summer? So if you're getting ready to think about what you're going to do for your wardrobe coming up this spring and summer, I would highly recommend these kind of fabrics because they're going to be cool and comfortable. So what Dave was talking about is that in April, I am going to go down to the Salem Quilt Guild, and I'm going to talk to them about taking care of their sewing machines. I go from time to time to different quilt guilds. I'm going to be going up to the Indianapolis Quilt Guild. I'm going to be doing the Salem Guild, and I am going to be talking about how to take care of your sewing machines and what you can do to make sure that you keep them running well. And I don't care what kind of brand it is. These tips and tricks are just things that you really want to do to take really good care of your machines. So we go and do that, and then we bring wonderful fabrics and wonderful notions so that people can go ahead and shop with us too when we do that. So if you're somewhere in the state of Indiana and you want us to come and do something like that, we would be happy to do that. Now, if you're within probably 2 hours of us, we might even bring our fabric truck. But the fabric truck is kind of hard to pull. It's a big trailer. It's kind of a thing where we need to be careful where we're going with it so we don't end up destroying our vehicle in the process of towing it. But I do that. And what I was telling you is that this year, Bernina has asked me to present a class for them at Bernina University. So I'm really excited. I get to do that in July. So I know sometimes our friend Debbie Bean watches this, and she is a Bernina, she works with a Bernina shop. I don't know if she goes to BU, but maybe we get to meet there. That would be really fabulous. So, and it's close to her, so maybe she will go to that. So wanted to let you guys know about all these exciting things happening. And I don't know if you could kind of tell with Dave, we're really revamping the shop. After this weekend, it is going to look completely different, and I am so excited. Honestly, it's just been a dream of mine to be able to do some of this stuff, and we're really excited about it. I have pretty much shown you what I have for today. We didn't get as much fabric in for a change this week.
Well, we haven't gotten to the stuff on the cart either, too. So.
Well, we did do some of the stuff on the cart. We did honestly do some of the stuff on the cart. So, and wait, I can't wait, though, to show you our new shelves and how beautiful the shop's going to look. And we're going to have a bigger space for classrooms and events. And if you have a group that you want to have come meet here and you want to do a program with us, we can do all those
And we
things.
have plenty of free parking.
And we do. We have a really big parking lot, which is like almost unknown in Bloomington. So we have plenty of free parking. Come and visit with one of your friends. Everybody likes to do shop hops. We're going to be doing a shop hop coming up in June, but you can do your own. You can come and visit us. We had some lovely ladies who watch us from Terre Haute and brought friends from across the state line. They brought those Illinois people with them, and they came over and visited us. So that was really wonderful, and we appreciate that a lot. So if you ever have a group, we've had a group from Ohio come over, and they came in with actually a bus and just brought their whole group over here. So we've done that for people before too. So if you want to come and visit us, we would love to have you. Right now, we are probably sitting on about 2,500 bolts of fabric. And we have lots of other things here than just fabric. We've got, of course, the Bernina sewing machines. We've got notions. We've got a lot of things. I try really hard to carry practical things for our customers. We don't tend to carry it unless I think you can use it. And so I hope that you guys will stop at our online store at universityofsewing.com, and there'll be some things there that you'll see that you need. And remember, the Bernina sale for 20% off. You can buy your feet from us there. And if it's not, for some reason, if it isn't, I got a tickle, goodness gracious, excuse me. If you see a foot that you want and it doesn't appear to be in stock, don't worry. We can order it for you. It's fairly rare that we are not carrying, we're trying to carry all the feet right now. But the ones I don't sometimes carry are those for the legacy machines. And those are your machines like your 930s and your 830s and all these really old machines that people have hung on to for years because they work wonderfully. So if you have one of those and you want to get some parts or you want to get some feet for it and you're not sure what to do, you can always call us and we can help you with that. But if you see a foot that's not in stock, what you do have to do is you have to call us because we have to actually write up an order for it and make sure that we put your order in at Bernina, and then we go ahead and when we get it, we ship it to you. And so anytime we pre-order something like that for a customer, you do have to prepay. And we are so happy to do that. And if you ever want something like a bolt of batting or something like that, we've done that for some customers too.
Cabinet.
Or a horn cabinet, which we love to order for people. So we've done all those things and we deliver them. We delivered this past week to Edinburgh and Plainfield. So as long as you're within 60 miles of us, it's not any big deal for us to take care of you. So we're happy to do that. So I hope we'll see some of you in the upcoming spring adventures that you go on. I hope some of you will consider looking into our events. I think you'll have a lot of fun. And we will talk to you next Friday at Facebook Live.